enjoy creating music. Especially matching the music to the animation scenes is enjoyable. Usually most composers want to use their time composing music for movies or popular songs. So I feel we were very fortunate to have someone like Mr. Iwadari who understands music, but who was also willing to participate in the making of the story and expressed his opinion and created the music to match the story with a lot of emotion. As for Lunar Eternal Blue, the image was somewhat more grand and mysterious. We used the piano as our main instrument and added orchestration to it. I felt that it required a more worldwide sense, and I therefore included ethnicity to the music to some extent. Among the characters who appear, there is a girl named Jean who is a warrior. The place where she lives is called Carnival. It's a fun place. We wanted to give some sort of specific character to this town, and we therefore included percussion-type instruments like the tabla, which is from India. And on top of that rhythm, we thought that adding guitar and violin would make it more fun-sounding. Also, for the villages, we included some Indian music using the tabla as well. In the orchestration, we use Debussy and Ravel type of music. I personally feel that we also have Sibelius included in it. By using the influence of Sibelius, we try to express the cold weather scene. Even though it is Northern European, I felt that gypsy was also in it. So I tried to include an element of gypsy in it as well. For the sounds that are heard in the game, we use the internal sound of PlayStation. We use the Sound Designer 2, and we also use software that is specially designed to be used for the PlayStation, that converts the sound for use in the PlayStation system. If I click this, you can hear the sound of the bass drum or cymbal or tambourine. This is the sound of the oboe. We just put each sound in a timeline. Then we will mix it at the end. For example, like this. Originally, this music would be produced by an orchestra, and then we have to convert that into this small 200 kilobit memory. This was the hardest point, and it demanded a lot of work. My company does Lunar's game programming and graphics. Also, at the completion of the game, we finish it in CD form. There was a huge quantity of graphics. For graphics, we used about 30 to 40 people, and the rest were project planning and programming. There are people who work on backgrounds and those who work on the characters, and they each make their own products independently. But then we put them together, and we see how well they complement each other. The hardest thing involving my work is that it doesn't leave me much time to sleep, especially as we approach the end of the project. First of all, in the morning, I don't get up because I'm already up. I've been up all night, and I program and eat and program again. Since we made the game in such a way that everybody can complete the game, I don't see any player having any problems. But if you get hurt, it is best to go back. That would be the quickest way. If you push yourself too much, you may end up being defeated even by a rather weak enemy. I don't want the players to win quickly. I want them to enjoy the story, and I believe it is much more enjoyable to take your time in playing the game.
There's a tremendous amount of things that you have to do when you're localizing a game, which is sort of more than translation, because translation sort of implies just text only. We changed the audio from really low sampling stereo to 38 kilohertz, which is almost CD quality mono. So you get much higher quality sound. Maybe change the music around, increase the memory card system. We almost always have to do that. Then we make programming changes. We'll add dual shock usually. Analog is like a given immediately.
Well, the save systems suck because it only allows 3 save games per 2 blocks. And it also checked both cards before you even start the game. So I changed that so that it would only check the card once you tell it that you want to load or save. And I'm trying to get a minimum of 21 saves per memory card.
First thing you do is add analog support. Because now with the DualShock controllers, you don't bust your thumbs, moving diagonals and stuff, because you have that nice, smooth analog stick.
To make the animations look better, I changed the resolution from 256 by 224 to 320 by 224, which makes all the artifacting really small so it's hardly noticeable.
With Lunar 2, I mainly do all of the graphics for the manual, all of the packaging, and a few of the in-game graphics that we had to change that were kanji or Japanese characters.
Ta-da! Congratulations, you're a winner!
Our philosophy of translation is different than virtually anybody else out there, because rather than do a literal translation, we try to do the translation, find out the spirit of what was said, and then write in that same spirit in English so it feels natural.
The Japanese writers are fond of puns, of rhyming words in Japanese, but that doesn't translate, of course. You'll get a joke that translates, "Pickle, I thought you said baseball card."
So we'll put something else in there that's very American, that people will get and laugh at and have a good time with.
I know I shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, but what kind of cheesy puff is that?
If you just want to go with the main narrative, all you have to do is accomplish the major events in the game. But if you're looking for a more enriching, rewarding experience and you want to know more about the world of Lunar, you can go talk to more people and find out more stuff.
And that's the cool thing about Lunar, is it has so much text that if you really want to take the time, you can find a bunch of stuff that the average player isn't going to get.
Your world is in grave danger. I must see Althena immediately.
Another major thing, obviously, is that we record the voices. We do all the voiceovers again, we remix all those in. When we decided to do the remake of 2, and we were getting down to recasting, I kept all the characters from the first one where possible. One exception we made was with Hero.
Come back, Lucia!
I wanted a hero who sounded a little bit more assertive when he was yelling, a little bit deeper, a little bit older, but not too old.
Wait!
Actually, Ashley Angel, who was the voice of Alex, the lead character in Lunar 1, he was a friend of mine, and he introduced me to Victor, and we hit it off, kind of went from there. And I had a small part in Lunar 1. Hero does have quite a big emotional range, because he gets angry when he is exerting himself, especially in the opening sequence. He cries at the end, and that was difficult to do. You gotta have a Mountain Dew, and you get your throat kind of going. We have a monitor in here and kind of do the lip sync, and we have to get it in with the inflections with movements and stuff. I should have brought Grandpa's chisel. This is way harder than I thought. Ugh.
Not bad, that was okay.
That was pretty damn good.
I play Lucia. She's the princess from the Blue Star, related in some way, shape, or form to Athena, the goddess. She's just sort of a sweet little girl who wants to help, but she can be angry when she gets angry. I must go, Hero. Lucia and Hero, there's a point where they could say goodbye. I remember making it, just trying to get the real emotion in there and making it realistic and not sort of a fake goodbye scene.
I play Ruby and I play Jean. Ruby is the little annoying pink dragon. She is kind of Hero's sidekick. When I heard her at first, although it was spoken in Japanese, I could tell that she was kind of a wench or whatever and kind of stuck up. And so then I could just go from there and kind of apply my own wenchiness or whatever to that character.
If you can't shut your eyes, I'll do it for you!
You have to look down at the script and then look back up at the screen to make sure you're staying right with the movement of their mouth and look up and down.
I'll keep talking and the voice or the mouth will stop on the cartoon or vice versa. So we need to add or subtract syllables. So it's a lot of fun finding words that mean the exact same thing that are longer or shorter.
My name is Lumina Alsa. You have just officially passed.
Lumina is the lord of this vein, or this world. It's like the Magic Guild, and it's not really a big deal anymore because it got blown to bits in the game before. So to her, it's a big deal. It's fun, but it's exasperating sometimes. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but the things where you have to like fake laugh or fake cry. That's kind of hard when you do one line over and over and over and over again. And sometimes one line can take an hour, especially with me. I always start to laugh. I don't know why, obviously. You know, but Victor's really good about helping you, you know, taking a break or playing a CD that makes you laugh. You have to add your own, kind of your own personality into the character while playing a different character at the same time, if that makes sense. When we're doing the voices, there's some parts where, you know, you think, well, maybe I should do this or that, and Victor's really open to, you know, maybe what you want to do instead. And you just kind of work with what sounds good, really. I'm able to speak the part of Ruby basically in my own voice, and Bill somehow, I don't know how he does it, makes the voice higher.
Huh! Oh, great! Don't tell me you're hearing voices now!
I'm working on a computer system that has a Pro Tools editing system. And in there, I have pitch shifting capabilities. I can reverse the sound. I can do just a myriad of different things to that sound to make it sound like what I want. The sampling rate on the Japanese version of the game is so low, so I have to recreate all the sound effects, humming crystals and everything. Well, there's 30-some animations, and in the more complex ones, there's, you know, there might be 100 sound effects or so that are, you know, individually placed and filed. And many times, a particular sound by itself is not enough. I'll take one sound, and I may layer 2 or 3 other seemingly unrelated sounds, and when I get done, it all works together.
I have a crew of game testers now because Lunar is such an overwhelming project. We had to, we were going crazy. I was losing people to mental institutions left and right. I am, and to a large degree, a lot of the people here are perfectionists as far as the way they want to see the game run and look and be presented and such. So we'll constantly try to improve and improve and improve and improve. And at some point, you just got to say, stop. You got to ship this game. Let's get it out the door.
The numbers that I was given from the different retailers at the show are just huge for Lunar 2. Well, everything we do with all of our video games is very special and very unique. And with Lunar 2, we're doing more than we've ever done before with any video game.
The way we're presenting the game to the consumer exceeds even what they do in Japan. And they're the nuttiest gamers of all as far as what they get for options. And so we're bringing that to the US audience because we're nuts.
Mr. Shigema's other nickname is Shower Writer. Everything he writes includes a shower scene.
Hi, fans.
Yeah, Lunar's a great experience because of the fact that I have to burp right now, and I'm going to slip it here sometime very soon. The whole time I'm talking, I have another one on deck.
It'll probably slip out, I'm sure.
Buy more games.
Are you taping? No, okay.
Oh, great! Don't even
Was it good?
My name is Kathy.
Victor says I'm a gold take out, or gold take.
And so being insane, fortunately, has helped me.
Young, adventurous.
Horny.
Oh yeah, he's definitely horny.
Oh my god.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That's a big question. Line.
I'm not telling.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we deceive.
And she doesn't have any clothes on. That's like everybody's favorite part, especially Victor.
Oh, yes.
Whoa, that sounds bad. I'm probably gonna get fired for that.
Dang! Well, at least we get good screw-ups.
Thank you very much. Let's enjoy.